Yo, Driven to Chunk. And today we're going to go over the third developer stream over on Senpai Something's channel on Twitch for Project Diablo 2 Season 11. A lot to get through, a lot of new features, some new items, and we will be unveiling, of course, the mysterious red cube item that's been being teased this season as well. A lot of cool features. Again, like, subscribe if you want to keep up with these. There'll be one more developer stream before the beta. Getting into it, we got Rework to Zero's Resolve. Now the cooldown, instead of 3.5 seconds, is now 1.5. And they changed around a couple other things as well. They got rid of the Resist Lightning, or it was a Holy Shock, actually, that used to be on the old one. This will help around jousting a lot. Now it's going to do 6 to 8. I think before it was like 2 to 4 or something like that. So this will maybe see a little more love this season, as well as the other additions that Javon has received. So I'm definitely going to be playing Javon. I'm probably going to do Odysseans again, or maybe Lycanders. This is a huge feature change. We now have WASD movement and controller bindings as well, and controller movement. So that is crazy for the people who like to do WASD, like in World of Warcraft or Path of Exile. This is WASD right now. As you see, his mouse is not moving to click him. He is WASDing out of his mind like a madman. He's going to go in and give us a little example of running around with some, top tier gameplay from the one and only Senpai Something. He's going to blast some teeth in God mode. But yeah, WASD, very, very cool. And then here is the UI for controller. And right now he is using the joystick to move that cursor icon around. Beautiful, beautiful UI. Right now he's switching through all the tabs using the bumper buttons. The controller support will be for all modern gen controllers. So yeah, like PlayStation 5 and Xbox and all that stuff. And Steam Deck as well. So please test that out during the beta. Going to be very, very cool. I know it's going to help some people who have, either disabilities or maybe just arthritis from playing so much. So this is also featuring Quickcast version. As Senpai said, this is more of a standard modern ARPG style of quick casting and moving instead of trying to aim with your joystick. Things like that. There's an example of looting. Sorry, it's really quick, but corresponding buttons to the items dropped on the ground. That's how you pick them up. Very, very cool. So again, this is all beta testing, and things might have bugs in them. So, report those bugs if you find them, but, very, very cool. I'm probably not going to play this. I'm just a traditionalist. I've played this game for so long that I don't think I could, actually do it, but very cool. There's some examples of controller with whirlwinding. Very, very cool. Spin to win. Now you can spin to win on controller. Here is a new map. It is unnamed yet, so they're still looking for suggestions. My suggestion is the Feasting Chamber, since there's a barbarian eating some delicious succulent rabbit in the middle of this hellscape. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. So yeah, wonder what the boss is going to be. And I also stated too that yeah, new maps, when they release them, aren't going to have any immunities. They will only have immunities in the next season, because they want everybody to be able to play the new maps regardless of whatever build you have. So that's something I didn't even realize they did. So I might just go blast through all my season 10 maps, like Demon Road and Scovo Stronghold and all that stuff. But beautiful map, artwork's amazing. So far that's 2 new maps. We got the Void place, or the Outer Void, and then this new one as well. There's going to be some changes to drop rates for Primeval Souls. Is going to get 10 to 15% buff from Diablo and Bale, and then there is going to be a increase in puzzle box drops up to 25% apparently, but it's all tentative. The values might change, and as well as goblins will now, instead of dropping just orbs, they'll drop infused orbs, so you won't have to have so much crafting, and I think that's a pretty good quality of life thing there. But very, very cool. We'll see what that does to the value of puzzle boxes and Primeval Souls when they adjust the rates. Just a small change, a little artwork redo for Infernal Spire. Pretty badass looking. Just a little quality of life, or just touch up. This is in regards to the new materials tab. Just so pluggy players know, if you do pluggy, you don't get the materials tab, unfortunately. So you either have to choose if you want to do pluggy or you want to use this materials one. Maybe it's just a coding issue that they're having. So if you use pluggy and you want to stay with pluggy, unfortunately, you will not get the materials tab. That is unfortunate for people like that were expecting it for pluggy. I don't play pluggy. I always play on ladder, and play online. But yeah, I mean, if you have pluggy, you don't really need something like this. That's for sure. You can arrange it however you want, but I'm sure that the solo single player pluggy users were excited for this. Another single player only feature is you can now decide if you want regenerative levels or not, meaning that when you join a game, does it randomly generate a new level? Say you have a layout that you really like and you don't want it to regenerate, you can turn it on and off, and this is only for single player. Don't get that feature for online at all, but that'll maybe add some quality of life for the single player experience. Maybe one day I'll make a single player character just to try to do a grail. Here's our new item. It's a Hellspawn skull, so Necro offhand. This one's actually very cool thematically, pretty badass whenever he identifies it. There it is, Sacred Totem Hellspawn skull. 66% chance to cast a level 50 charge bolt when struck, 2 to Necro skills, 2 to 3 low res, 2 to 3 amp damage, some enhanced defense, spawn additional 4 summons, 3% chance to reanimate Shaman, and 3% chance to reanimate just Fallen. Sorry, the thing's kind of cutting off there. This is kind of an ode to Rakinishu. So you'll get hit, you'll proc that charge bolt just like he does, and you also have a chance to reanimate Fallen, and this can work in conjunction with the single hand Eternity as well. Another change, when you corrupt maps, there's now a 1% chance that you can corrupt regular map into a unique map. That's pretty cool. And here's the big reveal. The red cube is called the Demonic Cube. Cube with a unique or set item to reroll the stat ranges. This is similar to Divine Orbs and Path of Exile. What this does is, say you get a great item and you really want to, but the rolls aren't that great, so you can cube it with this, and it will reroll the stat ranges. It is going to be a very rare drop. Here is an example of them using it on a Shaco. Kind of low-end rolls on everything. They also increased physical damage taken reduced by 1% on the Shaco rolls. So you get a Shaco. This does not work on corrupted items. I'll mention that as well. But there you see it. It was 4% and then 35 MF, and now it's 5% and 43% MF. So this does not work on rares. This does not work on corrupted items. So this would be a thing that you would use after you puzzle box something and try it. Here's an example of what happens with Oramus Robe. It will reroll all the skills. We had Telekinesis. Now we got Ice Bolt. So I'm not sure if people are going to be using this on Oramus. Kind of risky. It is going to be a pretty rare drop rate, and that is it for all the changes. I know it went by kind of fast, but I hope you guys appreciated the video. And there will be one more developer stream before beta next week. So like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.